Assalamu alaikum. How are you, dear students? Hope that you are well. By the grace of Almighty Allah, I am also fine. Dear students, welcome to my class. I hope you have completed your homework that I had given you in your previous class. Dear students, I also hope you are staying in your home and in front of your table doing your homework properly, what you are getting from different online media, and I can hope you are enjoying your classes from Songsho television and different online school, cable TV, etc. Dear learners, today I have presented in front of you like before to tweak in another class. I am Mohammad Mohsin Mi, assistant head teacher here at Adorsho High School, Sharasti Chatpur is taking your class. Dear learners, to start my class and to show you a video, let's enjoy a video, then we will go our main function. Okay.
ধরছি টানাটানি করে না, ধরো রাখা, এক করে ধরে রাখা, চল। All let's push for it. La ilaha illallah.
Okay, dear learners, I hope you have enjoyed the video very much. Now my question is, what have you understood and what have you seen from the video? Yes, this is about river erosion. Okay, dear learners, today my topic is the grid of the roaring rivers, Unit 5, Lesson 1, English for today, classes 9 and 10. Okay, everybody open your book, take your pen and khata and prepare yourself to write down what the new information now we are going to take and what you are learning from the texts. Okay, dear learners, after the end of the lesson you will be able to know, introduce with the river erosion, ask and answer questions, comprehend and summarize texts, make dialogue, take part in debates on given topics, then write paragraph. And focus of the lesson, skills, grammar and vocabularies. This new vocabulary you will learn today. Okay, dear learners, before starting my main topics, I want to give you some information about the lesson. The chief character of the lesson is Meherjan, and at first I would like to introduce with you Meherjan. Okay, this lady is Meherjan. She is now living in the Shirazgan town production embankment, losing all of her properties. Okay, actually Meherjan is a woman who had everything like cattle, vegetables, cultivable land, bamboo bush, her husband, her children, and a beautiful environment. But because of river erosion, Jamuna, she had lost all of things. Now she had nothing and are staying permanently in Shirazganj town production and okay. Dear learners, like this place, Meherjan had her house. Her house was situated in front of the river, and because of river erosion, her house had been lost. Okay. Now she has no any land, any house to live for this season. She is not staying in her own village. Dear learners, river erosion happens in our country, especially in the rainy season. When it starts rainy season, our land is filled with water, and because of strong current, river erosion happens, and our mighty rivers grasp and consume our land, our properties, our cultivable land, and our houses. Okay. The Jamuna river begins to erode severely during the rainy season. Actually, all of the rivers consume our houses during rainy season. Okay. Dear learners, already I have discussed with you about some information. I have given you some information about Meherjan. Now I would like to give you a pair work. This is, who is Meherjan, where was her house, and where does she live now? Okay, these three questions now you will try to answer with your partner. Dear learners, since it is an online class, you may not get any partner, so I suggest you do your work own self. Okay. Now I am going to give you another information about Meherjan. What did Meherjan have? If you look back to the family of Meherjan, we will see that Meherjan had her husband and her laws and her children. She had a happy family. She had cattle, and there are 2 or 3 cattle in her house, and she had cultivable land, and all the year round she gets different types of crops from the land. Okay. But Meherjan had lost her houses during rainy season because of river erosion. Okay. Now we are going to see what Meherjan had lost during rainy season and because of river embankment. Meherjan had lost her house, her trees. The trees were all around of her house. She lost her trees, her cultivable land, that means vegetable garden, and bamboo bush, etc. Okay. In a word, Meherjan had everything like an ideal farmer, but now Meherjan has nothing. She lost everything because of river erosion. Dear learners, there are thousands of Meherjans who are living on the bank of the river, and they have to take kind of fate because of river erosion. They have no any security of their houses, and if there is another house, they can shift to their another house, or if they have another land, they can make their new house. But if there is no land of any person, they have to shift it to the city or on the bank of the river or flood protection embankment. Okay, and only their houses and their living place is unsteady. Dear learners, I have already talked to you that thousands of Meherjan are waiting to share the same fate, because there are about 1 lakh people have to lose their houses during rainy season every year because of river erosion in Bangladesh. So a lot of people are also waiting to take same kind of fate. Dear students, I have already discussed with you about the passage and have given you some information about Meherjan. Now we will read the passage and we will get more information about Meherjan. Okay, now we are going to read the passage. Now I am reading the passage. You listen to me, and you also look at your house, open your book, page number 71. Meherjan lives in Islam on the Shiazgan town protection embankment. Her polythene roofed shelter looks like a cage. She is nearly 45 but looks more than her age. In front of her shelter, she is trying to make a fire to cook the day's only meal. She is trying to make a fire to cook the day's only meal. Her weak hands tremble as she adds some fallen leaves and straw to the fire. The whispering wind from the river Jamuna makes the fire unsteady. The dancing of the flames reminds Meherjan of the torment of her life. Not long ago, Meherjan had everything: a family, cultivable land and cattle. The erosion of the Jamuna consumed gradually all her landed property. It finally claimed her last shelter during the last monsoon. It took the river only a day to demolish Meherjan's house, trees, vegetable garden and the bamboo bush. She had a happy family once. Over the years, she lost her husband and her family to disease that cruel hunger and poverty brought to the family. Now she is the only one left to live on with the loss and the pain. The greedy Jamuna has shattered her dreams and happiness. There are thousands others waiting to share the same fate with Meherjan. Bangladesh is a land of rivers that affect its people. Erosion is a harsh reality for the people living around the river banks. During each monsoon, many more villages are threatened by the roaring of the rivers like the Jamuna, the Podda and the Meghna. It is estimated that river erosion makes at least 1 lakh people homeless every year in Bangladesh. In fact, river erosion is one of the main dangers caused by climate change. If you can't take prompt actions to adapt to climate changes, there will be thousands of more Meherjans in our towns and villages every year. Okay, dear learners, we already have discussed about the passage and we have known more information from the passage. I think you have probably faced with some new words and unknown words. Now I am going to solve them. Okay, now we start our vocabulary. demolish. What is the meaning of demolish? Dear learners, now look at the picture. Can you guess what will be the meaning of demolish? I am giving an example. The cyclone demolishes our properties. Okay, destroys our properties, decays our properties. Can you tell me what is the meaning of demolish? I think you will be able to know this is destruction. Okay, also telling you in Bangla of the meaning demolish, that means dhongso. Demolish er Bangla hoche ki dhongso. Can you now another words, dancing flame. What is the meaning of dancing flame? It is dancing flame. Dancing flame, when any woman start to make fire, or if you set up a candle on your table, and if there is wind blowing outside of your house, because of wind your candle light will be dancing. This is dancing flame. Okay, আমি একটু বুঝিয়ে দিই। মনে করো তুমি টেবিলের উপর একটা ইয়ে রেখেছো, এই মোমবাতি রেখেছো, বাইরে বাতাস আছে। এখন বাতাসের কারণে মোমবাতির আগুনটা এদিক সেদিক এই নাচানাচি করে। দিস ইজ কল্ড ডান্সিং ফ্লেম। ওকে, দিস ইজ আনস্টেডি ফায়ার। Unsteady fire. Okay, then another word erosion. What will be the meaning of erosion? This is erosion. River erosion takes away all our properties. Erosion. Okay, this is decay, this is corrosion. Erosion er bangla hocche ki bhangon. An embankment. To protect the people, the government has made a flood protection embankment. This is an embankment. Okay, this is a dam, this is an embankment. Now can you tell me the meaning of embankment? Yes, this is dam or barrage. Embankment er bangla hocche ki বাঁধ। নদীর পারে যে বাঁধ তৈরি করে বন্যা থেকে রক্ষার জন্য যে বাঁধ তৈরি করা হয়, it is called embankment. And whispering. Dear students, now you hear a sound. This is whispering sound. Okay, this is hissing sound. Whispering, that means hissing sound. And শো শো শব্দ আমরা বলি না যে বাতাস শো শো করে বইছে, this is called whispering. Okay, this is hissing sound. And another new words, this is consume. The tree has been consumed by the river. This is consumed. What will be the meaning of consume? This is gulf. Okay, this is gulf. Okay, dear learners, now I am giving you a fill in the gaps. Here has been information or words, and you have to fill the gaps with the words. Okay, now I try to answer and write down in your own khata. Then you will match your answers with mine. Okay, now start. This is your turn. Okay, learners, I hope you have done well. Now you match your answers with mine. Now, Meherjan is a typical homeless woman who lives in a slum. She lost her shelter and properties due to the erosion of River Jamuna. She also lost her family. Her husband died of the disease caused by poverty and shortage of food. Now she is only a Islam dweller. Like Meherjan, there are many people who have become the victims of river erosion. River erosion is still posing threats to the lives and properties of thousands of people. People living close to the rivers are the most likely victims of the river erosion. Each year about 1 lakh people become homeless due to river erosion in Bangladesh. Meherjan's life is just one example of how climate change affects the lives of thousands of people. Okay, dear learners, I hope you have done well. Now this is a turn of grammar test. Today, based on the passage, we will discuss about present indefinite tense, that means simple present tense. You know that structure of simple present tense: subject plus base form of principal verb, then object or extension. Okay, and as yes will be used after principal verb if subject is he, she, it, name, that means third person singular number. Okay, okay. Now one example: Meherjan lives in Islam on Shirazganj. Meherjan lives in Islam on the Shirazganj town embankment. Okay, dear learners, now you look at the example. Meherjan lives in Islam in Shirazganj. Here Meherjan is subject and lives in principal verb. Because of subject Meherjan, as has been used after verb. Okay, so this is present indefinite tense. Another is her weak hands tremble as she adds some fallen leaves and stow to the fire. Here her weak hands is subject and tremble, this is base form of principal verb, so this is present indefinite tense. Dear learners, now you find out the sentences from the passage of present indefinite tense. Okay, this is your work. এখন তোমরা present indefinite tense এর যে সেন্টেন্স গুলো আছে সেই সেন্টেন্স গুলো তোমরা প্যাসেজ থেকে বের করো। Dear learners, look at the pictures. Here I have given some information about Meherjan, what Meherjan had lost and what Meherjan had. Here Meherjan had cultivable land, bamboo bush, vegetable garden, her family and her house, and also cattle. Now here I have given you the information to talk with each other. This is the turn of your speaking test. Okay, now you will make a funny conversation with your partner about the information, or you speak yourselves about the information. Okay, আমি এখন এই যে তোমাদেরকে তথ্যগুলা সামনে দিয়েছি, এই তথ্যগুলা সম্পর্কে তোমরা এখন নিজে নিজে ইংরেজি বলবে অথবা তোমার বন্ধুর সাথে একটা ফোনের কনভারসেশন তোমরা তৈরি করবে, তাইলে it will help you to develop your speaking test. Okay, okay dear learners, now I am showing you another video. Okay dear learners, here I have given 5 sentences. Now you try to answer of the question. Okay, who is Meherjan? Where does she live now? What did she have? What did she lose? What does Meherjan use to make fire for cooking her meals? Now try to answer all of the questions. Okay dear learners, I hope you will do your work sincerely and honestly, since it is online class. There is no opportunity to tweak your to see your work. For this reason, I believe that you are doing work properly. Okay, dear learners, I am about to end of the class. Now I am giving you homework. Look at the screen. It is your homework. I did a paragraph in about 100 to 120 words on river erosion. Okay, you will write your paragraph from your own words. You will not try to write down the paragraph from any reference book. Okay, if you are not able to write more sentences, I suggest you to write only 10 sentences, and it is your asset, I think. And if you memorize from any guidelines, it is not your asset. So try to write down the sentences on river erosion from your own memory. Okay, dear students, ultimately my suggestion is to you do your homework properly and write down your homework in your own khata. When your school will be opened, you will show your home task to your respected teachers. Up to the end, you stay home and in front of your table. Never try to move here and there to going to market, and never try to visit your relatives at this moment. Wait. Okay, thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.